Hello, hi, how are you? Habari ya leo, habari ya kushinda. Well, today I just decided to join live to go on YouTube live and niongee kuhusu persons living with disabilities. I think in this society which we are living in, I've come to learn there's some aspects yenye tunasahau. There are these people who live with disabilities. And not that I am one of them. I think najua more about people with disabilities because apparently you find that these people have different challenges here and there. And we don't call them, actually, let me tell you for free today, if there's anything which a person living with disability hates, is being told you are disabled. That take it to the bank, bring it back. Maybe I'll give you change when you bring it back. But we generally hate being told that we are disabled because apparently disability is not someone's wish. You don't just sit down and decide today I'm going to be disabled. Uh, Actually, most of the people who are disabled today, they get disabled far much later on in their life. They get disabled by either way of losing their limbs or a way of losing their eyesight or by way of losing their sound. Most of them, more than 80% of disabled people, that is physical disability, they get disabled far much later on in life. For example, you can find someone mwenye they don't see, they are blind in one way or the other. They don't see. That person never sat down, wrote a letter to God and told him, I wish to be disabled. That person never did that. But unfortunately, they are disabled. So we have to give them a chance to even explain themselves, to even prove themselves that they are equally able. I'll being in this life for a short time. I don't know. Yeah, for a short time. Soon I'll be turning 33 later on this month. There's one particular thing which I've noted. There's a lot of stigma towards people with disabilities. And which stigma am I talking about? Like my own personal experience. My own personal experience, despite having all the qualifications, despite being able to do different things, I can tell you for free, still there's that person who will look at me and say, this person is not able to walk well, this person looks like a drunkard, and therefore they are a drunkard. So unaona maneno kama hiyo inafanya we hate it because the first, as I told you, the first thing, the first way of discrimination is telling someone that is disabled. I tell you for free, we never sat down and wrote a letter to be disabled. And that's why you find us in the inclusivity agenda. The agenda of there is these opportunities for PWDs, that is people living with disabilities, and there are these general opportunities. I think there is the world agenda ya kufanya 30% of the opportunities to go to special interest groups, that is women, youth, and PWDs. But you find that the PWDs, they include both the youth. There are youth who are PWDs. An example is me. I am still a youth, but I am a PWD anyway. And then there are those opportunities which you can't get because you're a PWD. May I'll give you an example of myself again. I cannot do manual work. Manual work kidogo inanipiga changa because you can imagine doing manual work and you're a PWD. People will think that you are pretending not to work yet you are trying your best to perform, but they can't get you. So, my reason for coming live today, I just wanted to record something. Let's talk about PWDs because I think we have potential, a lot of potential, but it is untapped. There is no perfect way of starting anything, and I'm just starting. I'm just here to start, and I know today is my first day to be live talking about people with disabilities. I'll keep on talking about them. I'll talk about them until it creates sense into somebody, until we start viewing these people differently. We don't view them as if they are from planet Mars or something, but I'll talk about them until a time when people view them differently, and a time when people view them and say enyewe hawa pia ni wetu. So I welcome you on board. Walk with me. On this channel, I know I'll give many stories. I'll give stories of air travel. I'll give stories of upcomings. I'll also give stories about my own life, that is my own personal experiences. I'll give all those stories. And therefore, as I welcome on board, hold my hand, let's talk about this thing. Let's talk about this thing. On the same spirit of PWDs, I remember a day, juzi tu, I went to a certain school. And then when I was on my way, nikifika pale, the head teacher, before I got to his office, he was looking at me straight. Not looking at me, but through the window. He was looking at me and saying, let that guy get to my office and he tells me why he's coming to a school when he's drunk. But when I got there, I explained myself. I showed the tag that I walk around with. When I showed the tag, they were able to understand enyewe huyu sio mlevi, huyu ni mtu mwenye ako na a certain condition. So ideally, I call upon the government today and ask the government, why don't we just take care of PWDs? There are countries whereby the inclusivity agenda is very strong. It is very, very, very strong, and they are treated as people. And that's why today, basically being a start, I just want to remind people that look here, we are also there. Look here, we also know. Like there are people who know me from long, long time ago. I've gone to different interviews personally. Nimeenda to present Ali. I've gone to the Pluto. I've gone to Spice FM to talk about multiple sclerosis, which is the condition which I suffer from. But let me tell you, these PWDs are also humans. And the earlier we notice that, the better. The earlier we notice they're also humans, the better. The earlier we realize enyewe pia ni watu, the better. So I am glad that today I have joined. Today I'm willing to share with you people. But as we walk this journey, as we walk the journey of talking about persons with disabilities, I remember the story of Moses in the Bible. Moses was asked by God. I know some could be of other faiths. I know there could be a Muslim who is watching. There could be different people who are watching. But let me talk about Moses. Moses of the Bible. Moses, there is one day he was asked by God, what do you have in your hands? When he was with Pharaoh, he was asked, what do you have in your hands? Or rather, what do you have to show? And Moses said, all I have to give is my walk, kitu ya kutembea, walking aid. My walking aid is what I have to show. and it's what I can use. God told him, use what you have. And Moses he was told to drop it on the floor. And when he dropped it on the floor, immediately it turned into a snake, which swallowed all the snakes of Pharaoh. I think it was Pharaoh, yeah, Pharaoh. So now, ideally, what I'm trying to say is, I asked myself, what do I have, and what change can I make in this world? I told myself, all I have is the internet. I have a laptop which can go live anytime I want. I have a place where I live. So that is what I'm using to go live. I'm sure you might be wondering what is behind me here. This is an award which I got. This is an award which I got from FOIA, Founder of the Year Awards. It's a very good award. As you can see, it's an F. It's Founder of the Year Award. I was nominated under three categories, but out of the three, I won one. That is the Healthpreneur of the Year. And after winning the Healthpreneur of the Year, here I am. Here is my award. And it could be very bright. It could be reflecting light. But as you can see, it is Isaac Mulwa, Kenya, Healthpreneur of the Year 2024 over 30. So the award was no- was let me put it. So the award was recognizing people both. There was a category for under 30, and then there was a category for over 30. So that's generally my story. My story is very interesting in a way, and I'll with time I'll be talking about how I became disabled, how I became incapacitated in my left leg. That is all I'll be talking about with time. So walk with me. Let's get into this journey. Help me to spread the message of positivity. Let's be positive with life. Let's find something beautiful about this life which we are living. That is all I can say because I have come to notice people with disabilities, sometimes in most of the cases, they are treated as if they are not humans. And I'm sorry to say this, but in my opinion, this ought to stop. Treat PWDs the same way you treat yourself because I'll give you an example with myself. It's my left leg which has an issue. It's not my brain, it's my left leg which has the issue. So if you discriminate me based on my left leg because I have come staggering or I have approached with, your office with a face which looks like a drunkard, I think you'll be doing the wrong thing. So, still, in my feel and in my opinion, let us treat these people justly and let us embrace inclusivity. The same way women are pushing to be included in the agenda. I think and I feel like there is nobody to push for PWDs. Otherwise, the people, if you go to different places, you'll find that that organization says they are all inclusive, but when a PWD comes to an interview, for example, they are dismissed. With no grounds, they are dismissed. So let us work hard. Let us bring on board these people. Let us bring on board these people. Me, I'll continue talking about disabilities because I know what it feels to be sidelined because I have done several times. I've been sidelined several times, But I this is a call to specifically the government and also media houses to realize that we can also do it. We can do it in the spaces which they're running. We can do it. We can run it. We can talk. We can present ideas. We can be involved in governance, and everything becomes normal. But once we sideline them, it's like albinism. Albinism, nobody wrote a letter to be born as an albino, but they're there. These are things which I never understood when I was growing up. But now that I've grown up, I think life has taught me that things can change. Things can change, and I think we are going to make this change. They usually say it starts with you. It always and it will ever start with you. And that's why I'm calling for it to start with me. Let it not start with someone else. Let me be at the forefront. Or if someone else will come and then they decide to be the forefront, let them be. The point is, let it start. Let us stop dragging each other behind. Let us stop thinking that these disabled people are people who cannot bring anything on the table. Let us realize that they can also bring something on the table. And with that, I am very happy because I know we are going to achieve a lot of things. So may God bless you very much. May God see you. May God lead you. And may you embrace people with disabilities because we are here, not at your mercy, not at the mercy of human beings, but at the mercy of God. And remember, the God who knows that I am disabled personally today also knows that you are able tomorrow. So let us enjoy each other's life. Let us I don't know how to put it. Let us keep pushing for each other. Let us keep taking care of each other. And just as a takeaway, when you meet a disabled person, do not be quick to help, to show them how to do something. Show them the way. Do not be quick to hold my hand. Tell me when you climb these stairs here, it is less steep. You'll go forward faster. That one will be more appreciated. It is a feeling. I don't know. Tunasikianga ni kama nikiodo. How do I put it? Tunasikianga ni kama tumedhalilishwa. Tukaanza kuambiwa hii ndio njia, pitieni hapa. Kuja nikushike mkono nikuvukishe mto. Show me instead of doing that, show me how to cross that river. Tell me if you step on this stone, it is not dangling. If you step on this stone, you'll be able to come across easily. That is the best way that you can do. I don't know whether we are on the same page. I don't know whether I am communicating, but I can say I am trying to. So, guys, thank you very much for joining in this live. It was a pleasure. Remember, my name is Isaac Kasioka Mulwa, or just Isaac Mulwa. That is, you'll find me on every platform with Isaac Mulwa. So, God bless you very much. May God continue seeing you. May God continue guiding you. And remember, I am going to India. I'm going to India to seek medication, further medication that is specialized medical care. And going to India requires resources. So I think I'll pin the donation pay bill somewhere there down so that I can be treated and I continue fighting the war on disability inclusion. So thank you very much. May God bless you and may God see you through everything that you do. Thank you. Thank you.